CCNA, how much can I really earn with CCNA? I've been getting this question quite a lot. Many of you are considering starting a career in IT and you want to know how much you can earn with your CCNA. Today I'm going to be talking about the three factors that will affect how much you can earn with your CCNA. So factor number one is experience. Companies are looking for experience, and how much experience you have is going to affect how much you're going to get paid. So the bracket range for network engineers in Australia is between 65,000 up to about 120,000. But how much you earn in between that will be based on how much experience you basically have. So I've looked at a few adverts to try and get a ballpark figure of how much you can earn depending on the experience that you have. So position number one is for a network engineer who has 0 to 2 years experience, and that is paid average 60 to 70,000. On the other hand, if you got 6 to 10 years experience or 10 and above, you're looking at about 110, 130,000. I looked up, I think the same in the UK market, and you're looking at about 20,000 pounds to about 45,000 majority. High extremes is about 80,000, but you're going to need more than CCNA for you to earn that kind of money. That gives you an idea of how much you can be paid for your CCNA. In 2019, CCNA has the potential to earn you a starting salary of 60,000 and can get you up to 120,000 depending on the experience that you have. So if you're wondering how much you can earn with CCNA, these are real figures in 2019. Many of you are asking the question, I don't have experience, I don't have a job. How am I going to get the experience? I want you to understand that experience is not only attained in a job. You can attain experience by working with equipment even at home. I've got a video that I'm working on that basically looks at how you can gain experience without a job. So factor number two is location. Location is very important in determining how much you're going to earn with your certification. Network engineers in different countries earn different salaries. So for example, in Venezuela, a network engineer is paid $300 per month. And in Brazil, the same network engineer is being paid $1,500 equivalent a month. But the same network engineer in Australia is paid about $6,000 per month. These are guys who are probably doing the same job, but they're being paid different amounts based on the economy of that particular country. So if you're going to look at how much you can earn with your certification, it is important for you to factor which country you're based in or which country you desire to relocate to when you attain your certification, because location is important. Another factor with location is even within one particular country, different cities tend to pay different salaries. A network engineer in London is probably going to get paid more than a network engineer in Southampton or Newcastle. The reason being that the demand is high in London and also is the cost of living. So when you are considering how much you're able to earn with your certification, just have that in mind, because this factor is predominant across multiple countries. Here in Australia, a network engineer in Sydney is probably going to get paid more than a network engineer in Perth, because obviously Sydney has got greater demand than Perth. So please don't forget to subscribe. Point number three, which is what other certification do you have other than CCNA? Now, many of you are probably saying, I want to be a network engineer and I don't want to do any other certification. But sometimes in the market, companies are looking for graduates who are multi-skilled. So they're looking for someone who's got Microsoft knowledge and someone who's got VMware knowledge on top of the network knowledge that you basically have. I've seen many roles on the market, and I think I've shown one on the screen, where whilst they're looking for a network engineer, they're looking for someone who's got Exchange, Link, which are Microsoft technologies that have nothing to do with Cisco. So this is going to be predominant at the earlier stages of your career, where organizations are looking for someone who can multitask and there's multiple knowledges outside of the domain of Cisco. So just bear in mind that what other certification you have is probably going to affect how much you can earn or what job you can basically get. I've worked in roles where I've focused on systems, dealing with Microsoft and virtualization, but my passion is in networking. And the time that I've spent in such organizations have helped and molded me. I find it as an advantage because many a times I'm able to work outside of the domain that is my specialty, which is networking. It's debatable, but what skills you have outside of networking will contribute significantly on how much you can earn. I'm probably going to close off with one typical example. Smaller cities tend to look for IT personnel who are multi-skilled. So they're looking for someone who's got systems, networking, and virtualization. They don't have budgets like bigger companies who are able to recruit different departments to handle different elements of the IT sector. So in smaller cities, if you only know Cisco or you only have CCNA, you are likely going to struggle to find a job because most of the job that they're looking for someone with systems, virtualization, and networking. So guys, if you found this video helpful and you think you learned something, please don't forget to hit the like button or share it with someone else that you feel will benefit from this information. The journey is starting now, and we're going to be making more of these videos to make sure that we create value for you. On the Network Hustle, we talk all things networking. We're passionate about networking, and we want to make sure that we create value for you, whether it's in your job, certification. Don't forget to leave comments below and share with us what do you want to hear more. What are the things or what are the questions that you have? What problems are you facing?